Something is changing inside of you, and it's not subtle. You're not becoming spiritual. You're not learning something new. You are remembering something ancient. And when the higher self begins to merge with the human self, the signs don't arrive as fireworks. They arrive as shifts in perception, identity, and inner gravity. If you've been feeling strangely different lately, calmer, clearer, less reactive, but also less interested in the old world, this video is for you. Because this is what it looks like when the Oversoul begins to awaken through you. Most people think the higher self is something above them. A guide, a guardian, a distant spiritual version of who they might become one day. But that's not completely accurate. The higher self is not above you. It's behind you, like a vast intelligence slowly stepping forward through the narrow doorway of your human life. And when that merge begins, life doesn't necessarily get easier, but it does get clearer. Today, I want to walk you through the most common and most misunderstood signs that your higher self is no longer observing from a distance, but integrating directly into your awareness. Let's begin. One of the first signs is emotional quiet. Things that used to trigger you no longer hook into you the same way. Arguments don't pull you in. Drama feels loud instead of compelling. This doesn't mean that you don't feel. It means emotion no longer runs the system. Your reactions slow down, not because you're suppressing them, but because something deeper is now present before the reaction even forms. The higher self doesn't react to life. It responds to it. And when it begins to merge, you start to feel that pause, that space between stimulus and identity. This part confuses people. You may feel strangely detached from the old versions of yourself. Your old goals, your old labels, the old narratives you once fought hard to defend. Not because they were wrong, but because they've been outgrown. The higher self doesn't attach to identity. It uses identity as a tool. So when integration begins, the mind may feel disoriented, like the floor it once stood on is dissolving. This is not loss. It's expansion. You are no longer confined to a single story. Another sign is an inner sense of alignment without effort. Decisions feel quieter. Paths open without forcing. You say no more easily, and yes more honestly. This isn't blind intuition or emotional impulse. It's a subtle coherence, like your inner compass recalibrated itself without explanation. The higher self doesn't shout. It doesn't command. It aligns. And when it merges, your life begins to organize itself with less resistance, even if the outer circumstances haven't fully caught up yet. You may find yourself craving stillness, not isolation, but space. Noise drains you faster. Superficial conversations feel heavy. You need fewer words to feel complete. This happens because the higher self doesn't need stimulation to exist. It is the source of presence. So when it integrates, your nervous system starts tuning itself to quieter frequencies. Silence no longer feels empty. It feels intelligent. Many people report a subtle distortion of time during integration. moments feel deeper. Days feel faster. The future feels less solid. Not frightening, just open. This is because the higher self does not experience time linearly. As it merges with human awareness, your sense of urgency dissolves. You still act, but you're no longer chased by time. You begin to live from the now, rather than toward later. Perhaps the most telling sign is that you stop needing answers. Not because you've figured everything out, but because the question itself has softened. You don't need life to make sense in words anymore. You feel it directly. The higher self doesn't seek meaning. It embodies it. And when it merges, life becomes less about understanding and more about presence. If you recognize yourself in these signs, don't rush the process. This is not an upgrade that you force. It's an integration that you allow. The human self doesn't disappear. It just becomes transparent enough for something greater to move through it. You are not becoming something new. You are widening your awareness. And the Oversoul doesn't arrive as a dramatic awakening. It arrives as a quiet remembering that you were never separate from it to begin with. If this journey spoke to you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone ready to experience life beyond thought. Comment below. What changes have you noticed in yourself recently that you can't fully explain? I read every comment. If you would like to support my work directly, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/magnumopus333. Or you can explore some original merchandise at my Teespring store online. The link is in the description below. Remember, your consciousness is the key that unlocks reality. Let's keep unlocking it together. Thank you for watching. Until next time.